Hey guys, question for you. Power BI or Tableau? Which tool is better? You know what? Let's figure this out with an example. For today's tutorial, my friend, I'm going to teach you how to create a dynamic top-end measure by using Power BI and also Tableau. And then at the end, you will make a decision. What do you think? Does it sound fair to you? If so, let's do this. So let's get started with Power BI. I already have this report, have this visual. Let's drag over here product name. And I already have a measure as well. I'm going to go over here and then drag it and drop it here as well. As you can see, I have many products here. And then you can also play with the filters. But the point is I have many products and the goal is to have only top 20. How can I do this? And this needs to change dynamically as well. So our first step is going to be to create a parameter. Let's go over modeling and then let's hit new parameter. And here we're going to give this parameter a name. Let's call this top_n. For minimum, let's select 5. Maximum 20 and then increment 1. Default is going to be 10. So let's make sure that this is checked and then let's hit create. And as you can see, now you have this slicer as well on your canvas. The next step is going to be to create a measure. Let's go over here, right click, new measure. So we're going to paste this piece of code and let me walk you through these components. So this measure has 3 different variables. The first variable is called n, and this is referencing the parameter that we just created. This is the name of the table and this is the name of the column. And remember, this is part of the parameter that we just created. And then the other variable is to create a filter because we're going to be using this filter in the calculate function. So in order to create this filter is actually a table and we're going to be using the TOPN function. So the TOPN function has different components as well. The first one is the top n. It can be 5, it can be 6, 7, whatever. For this particular case, we want to make this dynamic between, I believe, 5 and 20, which is this one right here. That's what we have here. Instead of referencing a hard code number, it's referencing the variable that we just created. And this variable contains numbers from 5 to 20. And then the other part here is to select the product name. And for this particular case, we're going to be using the all selected function. This is really important, my friends. There is something called filter context in Power BI. Really important concepts to make this work. And then the other feature is the expression. For this particular case, we're going to sort this by revenue. So we are good there. The next variable is going to be to select the right top end product. And then for this particular case, we're using calculate. We are referencing revenue, the measure, remember the measure, and then as part of the filter we're using the top end filter table that we just created right here. So this is also really important. Make sure that you are using keep filters because if you don't use it, you're gonna get weird results. Remember, filter context is really important in Power BI. If you're not familiar with filter context, I'm gonna share with you a link as well so you can stop this video and go over that tutorial. But at the end, we have the top end products and then we are good to go. Let's hit commit and this should work fine. Now, instead of using revenue, we're going to use the top products. Check this out. Remember the default was 10. Now, check this out. You can play with the slicer here. The minimum is going to be 5. That's what we have right here. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can also keep exploring. How about 14? Boom, 14 products. So the main point with this improvement is that you can only see the top end. If you want to see the 20, go over here, 20. So it goes from 5 to 20. That is the point of creating this measure. So really powerful feature in Power BI. So before we keep moving, I want to give credit to this gentleman. I use as a reference one of the tricks that Syed Ahmed Ali shared on LinkedIn. Really powerful. If you want to follow him, he has really good tips as well. So now, my friends, let's go over Tableau. For this particular case, I'm using Tableau Public, and it's free. You can download it for free. So the point here is that we already have the data, and then let's drag product name over the canvas. Product name, and then let's drag also total revenue. Total revenue, we already have the data there. We can change the visual if we want. Go over show me, and then let's hit this option if we want. And then we can also sort this descending. There you go. You can also customize this a little bit better if you want to match our Power BI report. It's also possible. So let's add, for example, labels that it is. And then you can also change the color to red if you want. Let's take a look at color now. And then more colors. And then Control V, hit OK. Boom. Now we can see that this is very similar to Power BI. So the next step is going to be also to create a parameter. Let's go over here, create parameter. And we can call this TOPN parameter as well if we want. This is not a float data type, it's just an integer. And then you can also hit range. The minimum is going to be 5 to match what we did for Power BI. The maximum is going to be 20. And then for the current value, let's leave it as 10. Remember that we are trying to match Power BI, my friends. I think we are good. Let's hit OK. So now you can see it at the bottom on the left side. This is the parameter that we just created. So the next step is going to be go over here and drag product name right here into filters. And now this new window pops up, and then let's go over the top option by field. And now let's select the parameter that we just created, TOPN. And then let's hit OK and see what happens. See, remember that the default was 10 products. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's working, my friends. And we customize this a little bit better as well. So this is working fine, my friends. Now let's add this slicer. Go over here again and then show parameter. Now you can see right here the slicer. And as you remember, the default was 10. That's what we're seeing right here. But then you can also play and move it towards the minimum, which is 5 products. And then if you want to see more than 5 products, you can also move it to 15. And then you will see also 15 products here. If you want to see everything, this is going to be 20. So it's working perfectly fine, my friends. And you can also keep customizing this. Now, here's the question again. Which tool is better? For this particular case, in my opinion, Tableau is more straightforward. You don't have to perform calculations. It's just a matter of using what we have already in the model. And then with a few clicks, you can find a TOPN dynamic measure. For this particular case, in my opinion, you might have a different opinion, Tableau is better. But you know what? I would like to hear your opinion as well. If you have played with these tools, please let me know what you think. Is it Tableau better? Is it Power BI better for a specific feature or for a specific calculation? Just let me know in the comments below. Alright guys, I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If so, as always, check these tutorials out. Really good content as well. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss anything.